We are the Football Tragics, Sydney, Australia podcast, EPL podcast. I'm your host, Aaron. I'm joined by Gibbo over and
how's it going?
All right, he is a Southampton fan. I'm joined by Campo. He's a Spurs fan, and I've got a Liverpool fan to my right. Well, I'm going to start with you, Gibbo. It's a good start.
Yeah,
so
consistent.
As a fan, you're quite happy with the way it's gone?
I'm happy with it. Not disappointed, not over the moon, but I'm happy to watch Southampton every week.
What about Danny Ings? Do you think he's going to fire this season like he did last?
We've hit no real crazy goal numbers for the year, but he's still on about 3 goals, I think. So expect that once we hit a bit of form, as you naturally do, I think he'll be up there with probably around 20, 15. Yeah, he'll be up there.
What about his strike partner, Che Adams?
Che Adams, my boy.
He finished the season.
Took his time.
The best striker in the league.
Took his absolute time to get there.
Took 25 games, didn't he?
No, he ended on, was it 3? You got 2 in one game at one point.
He scored a screamer against City.
And he hasn't done anything since.
No, he's just chipping in and he's helping out Danny.
Campo, the Spurs supporter amongst us. Everton, first game of the season at home.
It looked rusty. Even though it was a short turnaround, it looked rusty. But then Jose, he has absolutely blown this transfer window out the park. And we have brought Dad home. Dad. We have brought home Bale. He has returned back, and there is such an aura about this loan move back. He's just so exciting to watch. He can turn a game on its head.
If he can stay fit for, if we can get him for 25 games this year, he'll make a massive difference to that team, and you would almost certainly push for a top 4 spot.
I'm going for second this year now.
Second?
Are you kidding me?
I am going for second.
Second?
Yes.
Second place.
And challenging for the
Second.
title. And challenging.
So what you're saying is, you yet again, Spurs are putting on the pressure.
Yes, we are putting on the pressure, and we might get it this year.
So with that bold claim there, Campo, second place for Spurs to finish the season. Gib, I'm going to cross back to you.
Absolutely.
How do you think Southampton's going to finish the season? Where do you see them finishing?
Well, start of the year, full biased, I had a 7th. Seeing how Aston Villa and Everton taken up some top spots amongst the big teams, I'm putting us maybe 10th, and that's still with a bit of bias, to be honest with you. I'll be happy with 10th.
Top half finish,
I'll be happy with 10th.
How were you feeling, Morty,
You
when
really
you
hate to
when
see
you were
it.
watching that game?
You hate to see it.
Tell us through every goal.
Look, it got to a point there where the game was gone, and they just...
What, from 5 minutes in when you're on the pitch?
No, it was about the 25th minute, and then you can just go, boys aren't fighting here. Look, obviously we're missing Mane, who's implemented that attack, and arguably is probably one of our most important attackers. We just haven't really had that killing instinct that we had pushing through last season, midway through, pushing to the last minute. We sort of just collapsed in the first 20 minutes, and then there was nothing left in the tank after that, and we just let it happen. Villa have got something inside them this year that they want to go on with it, so...
A little bit of heart. It's good to see. Can a team that gets belted 7-2 go on and win the league? Surely that's a first. Can't happen.
I'm pretty sure there's a stat out there that the last 2 times that these results have taken place, Everton went on to win the league.
I'm happy with that.
Back in 1915, I believe, and I'm not sure on the other date,
That
but there you
would
go.
be
Everton winning the league this
The
year.
most picture-perfect thing. Liverpool winning their first trophy in however long. Everton just go win one the next year, as you do. Easy like that.
I'm gonna cover Chelsea.
Straight into it.
Look, as a fan, I'm happy, and I'm gonna throw out the prediction. I think we'll finish 3rd.
Behind Spurs.
I'm not too optimistic. Like, I'm not gonna throw the bias. That's just a very humble
Who's
prediction.
second? We all want to know who's second.
I still think it's gonna have to be Liverpool, City above.
Like
But
Spurs.
the longer these games go on, and if City keep dropping points, we can't keep saying they're gonna finish higher.
No Everton?
I think they're a quality side, but I think they're an injury
They've got
away.
a long road ahead of
They're
them.
an injury away from collapsing.
Like, they don't have that player that can come in to replace any of the moving parts they've got going at the moment. But they
Which
should be
will
better.
bring us into this weekend. Merseyside derby. This is their biggest test so far. Probably your biggest test so far as well.
Competitively, yes.
So how do you see that game going?
I don't see a draw happening, by the way. Like a draw at this point for either team is not going to sit well with either. Everton need that going forward.
All right.
Settle.
So score prediction, Kev. I'm
gonna go
realistic score prediction, please.
4-2.
4-2 to Spurs. Morty, how do you see this one playing out?
I'm going to go Spurs 3-1, but I don't want to see that result. But I think that's the way it's going to go.
I don't want to see it. I think 4-0 Spurs.
You go with the Spurs 4-1.
They got a
I think Bale off the bench. I don't think he'll start off the bench. Will have a goal contribution. I don't think he'll score
Assist.
possibly an assist. And that's going to bring us into the most exciting game this week. Sorry, Morty. Chelsea versus Southampton.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with you, obviously.
Yeah.
How do you see it playing
Do
out?
you want the biased or unbiased?
Just both.
Well, biased, we're going to win 3-0 and Che Adams gets all 3. Unbiased, I think we might give Timo Werner his first goal in the Premier League and probably make 3 of them, to be honest.
Oh,
Look, I think I said that actually last week on the podcast. I did say that I think this will be his first and second goal for the club. Southampton, they've got a soft spot in the heart just because, one of the mates. But I hope we batter them. That's from the heart,
Thank
that
you.
is.
I'd be hurt if you didn't.
And that's going to wrap us up. Thank you, fans, for having us.